Hey, it's Brie Bagwell with your OnlyFans Brie Cap, and Kylie Frey is one of my absolute favorite singer-songwriters. She has unbelievable delivery. If you can see her live, you got to do it. This new mama has a publishing deal at Carnival in Nashville. That's a big deal with producer Mr. Frank Liddell himself, who, fun fact, is married to Leanne Womack. In this convo between two gal pals, I finally get the story behind Billy's boudin.com to order her family's boudin operation. We dive into imposter syndrome, Kylie's new EP, Half a Mind, and our girl, Tori Touye, that works at my PR team, Richland Group, who let us record this episode in the Martin Guitar Room surrounded by gorgeous guitars. Like the true cowgirl that she is, Kylie Frey is honest, tough, and full of grit and grace. Check out our music video and duet of Girls Just Want to Have Fun and all things Kylie Frey at KylieFrey.com. Big time apologies about the audio. It's not awful, but the actual microphone audio was literally swallowed by a MacBook and lost to eternity. Enjoy. Hey y'all, this is Brie Bagwell with OnlyFans, and did you know this is going to be my 13th or 14th year at Music Fest in Steamboat, Colorado? I can't believe it. So this is Music Fest's 40th year being a festival. That is so incredible. It's one of the best music festivals there is. There's over 50 bands. So what are you waiting for? Go to themusicfest.com, get on that wait list. It sells out every single year almost immediately. So you don't want to miss out. You don't want to be the only person that's not experiencing the coolest music festival there is. When you book your trip to Music Fest at Steamboat, you get 6 nights of mountainside lodging, 4 days lift passes, and 1 night lift pass. And don't forget that your Music Fest exclusive live music marathon pass is included with over 200 hours of live music and more. Go to themusicfest.com and tell them Brie Bagwell sent you. The Music Fest at Steamboat, down home, up high. Come get real with us.
It's not. Actually, I've probably asked this before. Maybe we were drinking, but I've always had this little dream at the back of my mind that maybe me, you, and Caitlin would start a band called oh, what was the name?
Okay.
It was because we're none of us are from Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. Not the Outlaws. It was something else. Maybe the Outsiders or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's we're all working the scene, which Caitlin is hitting the big time, so we might have to find another thing. But you, perfect.
I love that idea,
and I had a great day.
I know. Hey everybody! This is Brie Bagwell, and this is my podcast, OnlyFans, where I talk to my friends in my van.
Yeah, hers isn't red.
They're both recording. Hers is on the other side.
Oh, I see. Okay. Listen, Kyle, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna just.
That's why Kyle's here. Because
We love Kyle.
Kyle, we love him. We don't know what we're doing. We're just tiny women with our small hands.
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl. I just want to be. Paul was right when I was leaving. He was about to go for a run, and it's he can go for a run and then shower and be ready.
And be ready.
Yeah, I know. It's hair, it's makeup.
I know.
And you always look how'd you learn how to do makeup so good? Your makeup is... Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you.
Thank you.
But you do a really good job at makeup.
I will say, I hate doing my hair.
Yeah.
That is my downfall. By makeup, my sister is a cosmetologist.
Okay.
She had a best friend in high school who is a wonderful hair and makeup girl. And I would watch them.
Okay.
So I've always been better at, I love doing my makeup. It's like an art form a little bit. I love it and hate it. If I have time and a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
It's downtime for me. And it just makes me feel so good. My hair, I wish I could shave it bald and still look good.
I despise hair too.
That's why I wear hats.
Yeah, and I forgot my hat, so I was and
you should. I brought you one.
I thought about it too late because you pulled up and I was watching you through the window to see, and you had your hat on, and I was oh my gosh, I totally could have asked you to bring me a hat.
I had so many hats I could buy.
And then I don't fly with a baseball hat because they get crushed, so I don't process. I just met with a manufacturer on a Zoom. I was can you make me this plastic piece? I want to invent it and sell it, just I would put in there. That's what I said.
I would buy that.
They were a little expensive. So if you're a classic manufacturer and you want to talk.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. I love it.
But I did want to ask you about your makeup because you always look amazing. And also though you have mastered the braid moments with your hair, which I think is like a good, if you don't like doing hair, a braid moment looks great.
Braid is good.
Braid is good.
Yes. I haven't done braids. So, you know, I'm still extra fluffy since I've had the baby. So and it makes, you know, so anyway, I haven't done the braids recently. The braids are very easy to just toss in. And it's all because I hate doing it.
Right. Well, I'm glad to hear that because I feel crazy sometimes because I just despise doing my hair and makeup so much that because it's a lot of time. So I've mastered the art of doing it while in the car, while I'm riding somewhere, not while driving. But I'm pretty good at doing it.
I've seen like a video of you doing that. I was like, what the hell? How does she do this?
I'm a psychopath. Like I can't because it makes me feel like I'm already in the car. It's already time that's has to be spent. So I can do it while it's moving. So I'm actually worse at makeup when I'm sitting still. Oh, funny. Anyway, we don't have to talk about makeup. There's many religious podcasts. Yeah, sorry, guys. No, they're fine. We talk about nerdy stuff like petals and stuff all the time, so they can deal with makeup talk for a little bit.
Yeah.
How's mommy life?
It's going. It's like we truly take it day by day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Truly.
Yeah. But he's so cute.
Thank you.
He just had his first birthday.
He did.
Yeah. That was a cute theme and everything.
Thank you.
And I love it so much because, you know, you should be able to have a career to baby as a female musician and you're like thriving and killing it. And that's like how it should be. Yeah. Because a lot of times it feels like it needs to be one or the other and it does not need to be one or the other.
Well, I think we're just kind of like, it was ingrained in us that like you can't have both, you know? And like I was never a girl that like dreamed about her wedding or like, you know, like planned her kids' names or anything like that. Like that just, I don't know, just wasn't me. And so I never even really thought about it. But like when it happened, I was like, oh, I have to move home and maybe I should have gotten some form of degree because I can't do music now. Like, you know, it's like that was what was so heartbreaking about finding out that I was pregnant was like, oh, well, life as I know it is over and I have to choose a completely different career path.
And it's not true. And it's like, no, it's not true. But also it would be fine if you did, but it's also fine if you don't. And like, I don't know. I just think it's like that baby is going to grow up watching a mom chase her dreams. Like,
exactly.
There's nothing better than that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad. Did you buy the RV yet?
No, I did not. I still have my van. And when I really do get back to like full-blown touring, I'm going to have to, because I want to keep it with me. You know, I don't really want to pass them off too much. So, yeah.
I don't remember if I told you this or not, but I couldn't wait to tell you, but I was like, if I didn't tell you, I'm going to tell you on the podcast. But so Kylie and I played a show together and she said, I want to go look at my RV to see you about it. And I was like, yeah. So I had told Ashley there was a weird smell in there. And so we went and bought stuff to pour down the sink drain. And we were kind of like, what? And then you went and you got in there and I was like, I do not know what's happening, but there's a smell. And I apologized. And you're like, it's fine. And I was mortified.
I don't remember there being a smell.
That's so nice.
I'm
reminding you. It was bad. So then the next day, Ashley's talking to me and I'm watching her eyes and all of a sudden she goes, like this, the sun hit the microwave. One of the boys had put their food in the microwave, left it. So that was why every time I passed the sink, I was like assuming that it was like in the sink, but it was anyway. So that was what was wrong.
Well, listen, we grew up with horse trailers and we had a motorhome and now I have a fan and like, We've dealt with all the things that come with owning a motor vehicle.
Right. Yes. You totally know. You get it. And that was one of the things I wanted to talk to you about because I
don't remember there being a smell at all.
Sorry about that. But I've seen you riding full blown on a horse and tackling ghosts and stuff. So like we're fun. I love you writing songs about horses and cowgirls and everything and like actually being a authentic cowgirl. Not that I'm calling people out, but I think that's like, it's so fun to watch you do those things. So
but I feel like such an imposter now. Like, I do. I really do. Because it was like, my whole life growing up until I was 18. And then I was like, well, this is awesome. I can play music and make money. Like, sign me up. And then, like, my heart just kind of switched shut. But, like, it's been a good over 10 years since, like, I was actively rodeoing. And so to sing about it now, I don't know.
No, you're the most qualified.
It's so funny. It's so funny because I'm like, I feel like a poser sometimes, but yeah, and it's like, it's so weird because like when I first moved to town, I just had like all rodeo songs. It's what I knew. Yeah. Like, and people like in the industry were just like, that's great, but can you write about something else other than rodeo? And like, it was just kind of like a not cool. And now it's like every single country song that is coming out is something with cowboy or horses, or it's just like Cody Jones is like act in the world. Exactly. And so I'm like, oh, I just kind of was a little ahead of my time.
I feel like my timing with Nashville is always off. Like when I got here, I think when I had my deal, I think 25, and they were only signing like 15-year-olds. That's when I got here. Like I was too old when I got, so I feel like I was late to that party. And then
it's so funny to hear you say you were 25 and you felt like you were too old.
They were telling me, I mean, like they told me I was too old and giving me different label meetings. And then now I'm like 10 years older than that, so then it's like,
yeah,
now I feel like I miss that. And then they are kind of like the tractor songs and stuff. I feel like I barely miss a lot of things. But we talk about, I mean, I was just talking about it with my friend Helene Cronin, how she feels like her timing is also been a little off, but at the same time, she's doing great, I'm doing great, you're doing great. Like, it's just how you feel.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's
exactly
true. Like, it's all also like perfect timing. Really.
Yeah, exactly. And somebody from the outside looking in is like, we have no idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And they would kill to have like shows like we have.
For sure.
And
yes,
bands like we have.
Yes.
Yes.
I have to remind myself that, like, when I'm having like a hard time with the music business, I'm like, but Kylie 10 years ago would be stoked. She would be so pumped.
And you get to do all the cool NFR stuff, and like all your opportunities have been amazing. And I'm just always so proud of you. Like, I love you writing your records. I don't want to say, I wrote it in my notes, like, do not gush over her.
Oh,
the whole time.
Wait, well, last time I interviewed you, and we just gushed over your toe.
And I was like, well,
it's great.
Easy to do. It's so easy to do. And if you haven't heard our version of Girls Just Want to Have Fun,
yes,
that song was already great, and I didn't really think it needed anybody else, but that was so nice to call me. You were like, come sing this.
Yeah, absolutely. And you crushed it. You were just like, give me a bottle of whiskey, and I just kind of like,
yeah, I had almost lost my voice. That was it. Nashville has different allergies in Texas, and sometimes I'll fly here and I'll immediately be like, what is happening?
Yeah, we're in a bowl.
Right.
Yeah. And so it's like some of the best singers in the world are in this town, and it's like one of the worst places to be for allergies.
Yeah. It immediately affects me. So I was like, can you give me some whiskey? and then we got to make a music video for it in Key West, which was really cute. And we just got to hang out all day, which was my favorite part.
Yeah.
You should go watch that video, because that was like, do you do music? I haven't done music videos since then.
I haven't either.
Because
it's all just been like short form content, which like I love good music video. Like we grew up on like CMT
Countdown.
Yeah. But it's almost like if you can't like do like a movie, then it's like,
right,
kind of what's the point a little bit?
Right, you might as well only do a minute long clips.
Yeah.
I know. But I want to do one so bad, because I love the planning of it. It's so fun, and I worry that that's a lost art. So I was like, just do it. And I was like, well, it's expensive. It's like, it's very expensive to get one that's, like you said, I'm not going to do a BS one. I'm going to go for it.
For sure.
And then my RV, listen, that's where my money goes now, is into, I get 7 miles per gallon trailer.
Woo!
That's it. So like, there we go.
Are you diesel or gas?
It's a gas, actually, and it's a Ford engine, and I've had almost no problems with it.
Cool.
I mean, compared to the Sprinter van, the Mercedes almost bankrupted my company. So
See, when I got my Sprinter van, I took it to the dealership for the first time, and I was like, I cried. I was like, I've got to sell this thing. There's no way. But luckily, I had some other friends in town who also had Sprinter vans, and they were like, no, 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 go take it to
okay,
a mechanic who's not at the dealership,
right?
because it is like half the price. So I did find a couple of really great mechanics. Just here in Nashville.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Because I had one and it was an hour away one way. They were half the price, but even still half the prices, I believe they're like
For sure.
$3,500 was like the cheapest I ever got.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. And I had on my list, because every time I was around you early on, we would go do things and you would tell your manager, you'd be like, hey, have them send them some boudin. Who is sending the boudin? And who makes I never ask because I'm like, who's she sending? Is she sending sausage to people?
Have I sent you boudin?
No.
Okay.
But oh yeah,
I'm surprised because that's how I made my friend.
no, I know. And every time we'd go, when someone did something nice,
That's
or whatever.
my friend. I still do. Oh, I'm guilty. So, my mom and dad started a business. Was it the year that I was born? It was the year that I was born. I'll give you the quick backstory.
No.
So, it's called Billy's Boudin. It's in South Louisiana. And, my sister was 2 years old. I was just born. My dad was an engineer at a plant in Lake Charles, Louisiana. And, he told my mom that he took 2 weeks off to help with me. And so she's like, great. So she has me, and the 2 weeks goes by. And she's like, okay, so like when you come back to work, he's like, actually, I lied to you. I quit my job.
Great.
And so yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
And so he like they had like some rental properties and stuff, and whatever. And so they just did a few things to get by at that time. But my dad found a convenience store to rent, and because he wanted to be his own boss. He's very German, very hard-headed, and he found this convenience store, rented it, and started running it, and quickly realized this is not going to work out, having people run convenience stores. And so he had a cousin who also had a convenience store, and asked him, his name was Bubba, he said, Bubba, how do you keep the doors open? And he's like, Billy, if it wasn't for the hot box, if it wasn't for boudin in the hot box, then we would have to shut the doors. So my dad said, okay, boudin, that's where the money's at. And so he found a recipe, and then for 2 years he would go to, I think, 2 or 3 different stores, and that were like the best around, and he would have strangers come in and try his boudin and the other places. And he did that until like he tweaked the recipe, and he did that consistently until like everyone said his was the best. He wouldn't tell them which was which. So that's how we got Billy's Boudin. And we got 4 stores in South Louisiana and processing plant, and we sell a lot of boudin.
And your dad is so sweet. I saw him at I can't remember where we were, like maybe Larry Taylor or something, and he like gave me a big old hug and asked how I was doing. And
Did he give you a kiss on the cheek?
well, I was gonna say that, but I didn't know if
No, you're fine.
yeah, but I was like, who's this man kissing me? And he's like, kissing everyone. Hey baby, how are you? And then he was asking if I was okay and if I needed anything. And like he is awesome. So but I wanted to know the story about it, because I'm like, where is this coming from? And then I did actually look it up once. So that is awesome. And that's like the most Louisiana story I've ever heard in my life. Like, it is so perfect. That like, do you get to go home often?
I go home way more now that I have a kid. But my parents, like they kind of got their store to where they have a lot of employees, but they have people that they trust, and it's they still have to, work pretty hard on the daily, but they have people that they trust and they can get away. And so I was kind of their excuse for like the last, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years to get away. Yeah. And so they would come and see me on the road, and I was just the reason that they could take a little mini vacation every now and then. So we would meet up on the road. So I wasn't really going home much before, but now with the baby, it's
Yeah.
busy. Yeah, and we were just there this past weekend.
Oh, you were.
Yeah,
That's the best. I love my mom and dad, and I love going home. And the older I get, the more I enjoy it. I took the last weekend off too to go home.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. It's very special.
How far are you from like parents?
It's like a 9-10 hour drive.
Same.
Really?
Same. Yeah.
Just long enough to where when I go by myself, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's a big day.
Yeah.
And far enough, my mom would always say by the time I had my mental breakdown, like I'm already over it by the time she can get to me.
Perfect.
Because it's like, you know, she can't just hop on a plane if you're there in a second or hop. And I do miss that. Or, you know, if you have tires or you just need a dad around to help.
For sure. And I don't care who your man is, how good he's facing stuff.
Yeah.
There's like always a part of you that's like, Dad, what do I do? You know?
Oh, it's always
I'm always gonna call my dad first. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Before we start crying,
Boys are crying. But no, it was like the way that like when I started doing my radio tours, and it was like, you know, maybe they wouldn't remember Kylie Frey, but they would remember Boudin Girl, you know? So it was kind of like,
you're supposed to have a gift, like really, when especially like I always tell people that way because no one really told me, and I remember going in after somebody and they brought them a gift. I was like, oh my gosh, I need a gift. So then I actually ended up bringing pecans from my family's farm. So I did. That's a similar
cool
thing. And then the very first time I brought a gift, the DJ was like, I'm definitely allergic to nuts. And I was like, she called one great. And then the next time I brought bottles of whiskey from, I can't remember who I was with at the time, but I brought bottles of whiskey. And the first radio interview, the guy was like, oh, I'm the recovering alcoholic. Oh, and I'm like, no, take the bad. No, maybe the plan was the same option. Do they mail them like they've come frozen or something?
Yeah, so they've gotten like really efficient in the last like year or two with shipping.
Yeah.
So dry ice, you can even do 2-day.
Wow.
I know.
Great.
I know.
Hey, this is Bree Bagwell, and if you want to listen to this podcast early and ad-free, subscribe to my Patreon at www.patreon.com/Bree Bagwell.
Are you ready to take your merchandise to the next level? Well, just ask me who I use, and that is CH Lone Star Promo. They specialize in screen printing and direct-to-garment, embroidery, laser engraving, anything promo related, they can do it. Step up your merch game now with CH Lone Star Promo and tell them Bree and Whiskey sent you.
When I moved into my house last year, I like the thing on my list was I have to have like an extra freeze, so I can keep some.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I have evergreen chili. I mean, that's the same. Yeah. I love it. You're so authentically Louisiana, and that's not right. But I also want to talk about how, because I've done TV show things, and
yes, let's get into that. Perfect.
But I was so proud. Well, proud of you because your songs are good enough, but also proud that they let you play your own songs on. It was America's Got Talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, because usually they don't play. Like, I never got to play my own stuff, and I was just like, thank goodness they are letting her showcase her songwriting, and her singing, and your guitar playing, because you can do all those things, and those shows are so weird. And the last one I did, you know, they gave me a Miranda song and I couldn't change it. I love Miranda. She's like my favorite. But
it's not your song.
It's not my song. My voice didn't sound, you know, Miranda's the best at being Miranda. Yeah. I was not the best at being Miranda. So I was frustrated with that whole, TV's so hard.
It is hard. It is hard. I know. And it's like you never know when it's going to work in your favor in a big way, or maybe do the opposite. I don't think for either of us it's been like, you know, I don't know if you regret any of your TV experiences. I don't really regret mine, like, because even AGT, even though, like, going back for the live shows was a horrible experience. The audition was great, and the audition, like, did what I wanted it to do. I mean, obviously I didn't like go in expecting the show to change my life or anything, but it was like, let's get eyeballs, you know, and it did that. Also, this was really cool. So I was in Mexico for Casey Donahue's Boots on the Beach when my AGT audition aired. And so it was like, oh, bummer, like I can't really have like a viewing party, you know? So at the resort, I found a TV like in a common room, and I like invited all the guys, like all the other artists, you know, and I was like, listen, this is happening, like no pressure, whatever. Like I didn't expect anyone to show up, and they all did. They all did.
I saw a picture. You posted a picture of everybody.
Yeah.
I came to watch it. Like, our scene is so supportive. I would expect nothing.
It's really hard to like, especially like not being from Texas, like you can relate to this. It's like, it takes a really long time to feel like accepted, especially the female, I think, in the Texas country music scene. And so there were like a couple of moments so far that I have felt that, but it's taken a very long time. And that was like the one time that I was like, oh, okay, maybe I do have a place here, you know?
Yeah, it
was cool.
That's so sweet. That makes me feel, and I have to remind myself all the time, like, Adam Hood's from Alabama, Turnpike's from Oklahoma,
For sure.
Reckless Kelly's from Idaho, Vicky Motors, so Idaho, you know, so, it's not like,
I've probably asked this before, maybe we were drinking, but I've always like had this little like dream at the back of my mind that like maybe like me, you, and Caitlin would like start a band called like, oh, what was the name?
okay.
It was because we're none of us
So from Texas, yeah. Okay.
Not the Outlaws, it was something else. Maybe the Outsiders or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because like it's like we're all like working the scene, which like Caitlin is like hitting the big time, so we might have to find another thing. But you perfect.
I love that idea.
And I had a great day.
I know. I think you didn't think of this. Okay, think of it and I'll put it in the, I'll think of the recap before this comes out. So I can tell everybody, and maybe by then we've already started our
perfect
things, Hannah.
Hello.
I felt like that too, and I also, it's so interesting how, like, when you started coming to Texas, there was this, like, 10 to 1, but it was like 10 people are like, oh my gosh, this girl's amazing, you're gonna love her, I'm so excited. But then every once in a while someone would be like, oh, are you worried there's another girl in Texas? I'm like, no. There's so much room for more females.
Yeah.
And now there are more than ever, which is amazing. But I was like, no, I need a friend and a buddy and somebody that gets what I'm like. We, from day one, I feel like we connected. Like, it was never been weird, but I was like, there was always one person that would kept be, oh, are you worried? And I, no, absolutely not.
This is what it is with women. It's just such a thing where, like, I don't know. It's like you don't feel it, but then like maybe someone else will say it. It's like, well, should I be feeling like this?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's so silly. And
and it's weird. Like because I feel like it's easier for guys because there is so much room. It's like, oh, if you're a guy in country music, like there's a spot for you, like welcome.
Right.
You know, but like as a female, and like I try not to like get on my soapbox about it, but like it is a thing, and so it's hard not to talk about.
Right. Yeah. Right. Or I've had managers tell me I can't manage you because I already have a girl.
Yeah.
That's happened to me like 3 or 4 times. So that's strange.
Yeah.
I think, like, do you say that to men? Like, I can't manage you, I already have a guy.
Yeah.
So if there is only like limited spots, or radio's definitely changed, but it was a fact that there was one female song to every 2 males. So that was an actual spot. So you and I are competing against, labels or whatever for that spot.
Sure.
So that, and I think that has also shifted. I feel like it's gotten a lot better. Like, you and I are about for a festival together.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 2 girls. I think it's me and you, and then I think a guy.
Yeah.
So there's more than one female on a festival. That used to never happen, and that happens. I feel like it happens all the time now.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
What do you have coming up that you can talk about?
So I'm gonna drop an EP October 10th.
What? Right before I see you?
Yes. Yes. So that weekend will be release weekend. So hopefully I'll have some fun things going on. We've had a couple plans in the works, but so I'm dropping an EP, and then I am trying to figure out my plans to go in the studio soon. Okay. So I it's been a year. It's been a really, really great year. My Buddha sunset.
Girl, that's how we get those subscribers. Did y'all see Kylie Frey thing on OnlyFans? Yeah.
I have a feet finder. I didn't know this until recently, but I play barefoot.
Oh no, I know, and you do it a lot, and I'm like, girl, you're putting those.
Listen, it sells.
Yeah. At this point, we should both take off our shoes because
I mean,
you're about to put out a record. I need another record.
girl, I will take off my shoes for the rest.
So someone made you? You're on feet. I know, like someone has a bunch of your feet.
Guess so. Yeah. Because someone was telling me the other day about feet finder. I was like, that's not a thing. They're like, oh yeah, it's a thing. I bet you have one. It's like, I don't have one. I would never make that for myself. They're like, oh no, other people make these.
Right. It's not up to you.
I have a feet finder.
Okay.
Yes.
But you don't make any money off it. They just put your feet.
Well, that was the thing. I'm like, I might as well be someone me off of it.
Well, you have nice feet. I think we talked about this. I think you have nice feet. And I think I have kind of nice feet too. So like, I'm not above it. Everything's gotten so expensive. I mean, I was just complaining about Southwest today because it's like that used to be our one thing that we could afford to do music because at least Southwest was cheap, and it's like expensive now. And hotels are expensive now, which is another reason that RV has been a lifesaver. But okay, sorry, we were talking about. I don't remember what we were even talking about. Your new. Where'd you record your EP?
Oh, so I was very pregnant, and I recorded it here in Nashville. So we did a big studio, like 1 day tracking. Yeah,
that's how I did mine too.
Yeah,
it's just so fun.
Yeah, it's like the energy, and like I always get so nervous for tracking days because it's like there's so much money going into it. There's like, and it's you only have that day, and it's like hopefully, which you don't really get keeper vocals that day, so it's like the pressure's a little bit off of me, but also at the same time, like I gotta like be in tune with my gut, and like is this the vibe that I'm wanting? Like what so because once you move on to the next song, then that's it,
right?
And so but I get so nervous. You can ask Joe. No one should be around me. So like see the day before tracking day because I get so anxious.
Yeah, but that's very interesting. I do too. But then every time I go, the musicians here always blow me away so much.
Killer. And every time I do it, and I'm like, this is so much fun. Let's do this more often. And Joe's just rolls his eyes.
He has tens of thousands of dollars. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. We just cut out Smokestack. Have you heard of Smokestack? It was amazing. I've never been there. It was one of my favorite studios here, but we've also done Sound Emporium and done there's just so many great studios, and I think that's the way that I recommend to do it is get it all in one day. It's actually cheaper that way, even though it's so expensive. Yeah. You get all the best players, you get the best studios, and then you leave with you're so excited about the project. But I would love to hear if you want to do this because Paul's band, sometimes they'll go take a couple weeks and just go to a studio, and
that's the dream.
Wouldn't that be so nice?
I think that's the dream.
Me too.
Yes. For them, I think it makes a whole lot more sense because they are a band.
Right.
And
they all play the instruments.
Yes. And so you're not paying
day rate.
Yes. But I mean, if the budget were endless, then why wouldn't you do that?
Just go, and then you wake up, and then you could maybe write something and record it that day. I mean, that would be...
Frank said Parker did that on this last project. So they went and recorded in New York, and he said one of the songs he wrote in the studio one of the days, and they recorded it. I know. He's like that. It's the only time he's ever seen that happen.
I've never seen that happen. With our friends, really. That's either incredible.
But I think but his process is so different than anyone else's that I've ever seen. So I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You write a lot here. Do you have a publishing deal right now?
Yeah, so I write for Frank Liddell at Cornell.
Oh, that's the Frank you were talking about.
Yeah.
Nobody but Frank Liddell. Yeah. I love that man.
I love him too. He terrifies me. He makes me so nervous, and I think
he's just a little intimidating.
Yeah, he's intimidating. Thank you.
No,
I mean, for validating.
You're okay. You're welcome.
Yeah. No, I tell him that all the time. And he always gets so mad at me because he's like, if you would see how other people talk to me and I'm whatever. And I'm
Right.
just like, whatever. I literally like have had a playlist on my phone of stuff that you've produced since I was like a kid because I've been
Right.
a fan for so
Giant fan.
Yes.
And he's such a good finder of songs. I mean, I think about like this season for Leanne and how the story one time that he told me, he's like, I found the song that's going to make you want to record music again. Like, he's so good at songs and
So good.
you know.
He sent me this one song that like probably once a month it'll pop into my head. He sent it to me like 3 or 4 years ago. And not a country song, but it's very out of the box, but so catchy and so deep. And I find myself thinking about that song all the time. And I'm like, well, shoot, I guess I'm include it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I love people like that because they have a knack for, and there's so much noise right now. And I don't even want to listen to music a lot of the times because it's so overwhelming. I listen to a lot of podcasts or whatever.
Same.
And if you have someone that you trust, like Rachel Lloyd will do that. She'll send a song and I'm like, okay, I know this is going to be important. I know it's going to be good. And I know it's going to make an impression.
Yeah.
Frank is that person. And the day I met Frank, he was trying to get a couch up to the second floor of Carnival.
Yeah.
And he was so frustrated. And I was like, I'm brave. And I was like, I think now's not the time. Like, he was like, this couch, cuss words. And like, it was awesome. But I'm so proud of you for, to be a writer at Carnival is a big deal. But a lot of people tell me they love writing with you. Like, that you're incredible.
Thank you.
Like, you are an incredible writer. Like, almost all the people that I talk to about you are like, she's such a good writer. She's such a good writer.
Thanks for saying that. I feel like such an imposter, like, especially at Carnival, because everyone is so great. And it's not just like you have a bunch of hits. It's like, no, like, you're a writer. And and so it's hard because, like, I don't know. It's just the caliber is like on a whole other level at Carnival. And it's like, it's hard to feel like I belong there. You know what I mean? And so, but it is inspiring because I'm like, okay, well, we got to get better here. And I've had an interesting time at Carnival so far. Like, I played last night Bobby's. We did a Carnival takeover and Frank introduced me. And he said, I met this girl years ago and she sat down and played a song for me and it was badass and it was just so her and she knew who she was. And then I signed her and then she wanted everyone else to tell her who she was. And now she had a kid and she decided she wanted to be herself again. So here's Kylie Frey. And it was just like, it's so on point. Like, it's,
I go through that. That's a natural progression of artists and it's a natural progression of writers. I mean, I feel like I just put out the EP or the album a couple years ago that is the most authentically myself. It took me a long time to get there. And then I lost it a little bit. And then I had to write beer songs because I have to be the girl on the show. And then I have to, then we have to have tempo because
let's talk about this. Like, how do you find that balance of like, okay, like, because I'm in that space right now where I'm like, okay, I want to get back in the studio. And I have just been in a headspace. I haven't been touring. I've been raising a baby and I've played some shows, but like not a ton. And I'm in a really different spot than I've been in for the last 5 years. And I've just been focusing on writing songs and losing weight, basically. And so, my heart is going in a more like artistic, like I've processed sort of the, like, getting pregnant and like everything that I had planned for my life just kind of like flipped on its head. And so I've really processed that through songs. And it's not a very commercial leaning project that is presenting itself, which I'm okay with, but also at the same time, now I have a mouth to feed and I have family and, and we do have to sell beer. And so like, what is...
Okay, that's a lot. I mean, that is like a lot. That's like a whole...
It's a lot.
And what I think as artist and writer are like two different. You have to be two different people, basically, like to be like the staff. Not you don't have to, but I feels like
going on that.
okay. Well, as a staff writer, that's a different person than as an artist, right? Because
Yeah.
when I was at Sony, I was like trying to write the commercial hit, and as an artist, I'm trying to be true to myself. Like those are maybe different.
I haven't had that because Carnival is completely opposite of
Right.
any of, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I will play songs for Frank and he's like, yeah, that sounds great. He's like, but I don't hear you. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm singing a song. And he's like, yeah, like, you know, I just really feel like you just need to be more yourself. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like such a golden retriever. I'm like, throw the ball, let me go get it, and clap for me. You know?
But it's also crazy that the publisher wants you to
It is
be
crazy.
yourself.
It
Like
is
yourself.
crazy. It will definitely send you to therapy.
Yeah, no, for sure. And what I think that is beautiful about that, which reminds me of Rachel Lloyd, like if you put out a record of all of those songs of you processing everything that you went through,
Yeah.
like I would be first in line for that because Rachel Lloyd sent me back. We were going to the studio to make our first record together. She sent me, we canceled because she goes, these songs are not what you, like, what does Brie Bagel want to say right now at this point in her life?
Yeah.
No one has ever asked me that.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, I'm free to tell people. And then I feel like once I did that, people were like, this is your best work yet. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, but I didn't think any of these songs were about anybody except for myself.
Yeah.
But they are about other people, but they don't feel like they're about other people.
I've learned the more detailed you can be, the more people will find themselves in it. It's backwards.
So bizarre.
It's so backwards. But like, for me, if I think back to like my favorite songs that I grew up on, like, the story is so vivid. Like country music used to like be full of just like imagery and color, and the more you can like be specific to like the story and like what's going on, I feel like people can like put themselves in the picture and then like relate to it however they want to. But it's hard because it's like, oh well, let's make this relatable, and you think, well, the more generic we can make this, the more relatable it will be. And I've found that to be opposite, which is very hard.
That's so wild. Like I guess when we talk about it, we are processing it out loud, but that's so true.
It's weird.
That's weird.
It's weird. I learned that with Horses in Heaven.
Yeah.
Because I never thought that I would put that song out. And like I played it a couple like writers' rounds.
I would kill you if you didn't.
Oh my God. Like now, like hindsight, like hello, of course. But I was like, it's so my story.
Right.
Like, who else is going to relate to this?
But I've just been even thinking about you singing else.
Thanks.
It's so great. But that shows, but that's how the music business is I mean, this morning, just to, this morning we went and saw some people at Americana Fest last night, and I was awake because I couldn't sleep. And I was telling Kyle on the way here, I was like, I don't belong here. Like these people were so good that I feel like that's all of us second guessing ourselves at all times. And that's partly why I wanted like to make this podcast, is because people need to hear that we are second guessing ourselves, not because we need to be patted on the back, but just you're not alone when you feel like that.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, I think you hung the moon. I told John Dixon the other day that you were my favorite show ever at Music Fest. Like that show was so good. And I looked over and Paul Eason was crying. I was like, I know, she's magical. She's like I'm gonna cry. She's a magical singer, a magical writer, a magical person. And you should not feel like that.
Thanks.
And neither should I.
Neither should you.
But here we are.
Neither should you. But I think, as unfortunate as it is, I think that thing that tells us I don't belong here, I'm not good enough, is the thing that's like makes our art what it is, because we're always striving to be better.
Yeah.
And seeing the beauty in what everyone else is doing. And, it would just kind of be boring if you're like, I'm the shit. Like,
Yeah.
listen to me. Look at what I can do.
But there are people that are like that, and they seem to do.
I know, Frey. I know.
They seem to feel like I'm amazing.
I know. I'm jealous of it.
I'm jealous
of it.
But I'm a fan when I know. Like they are saying our same thing, and whatever. And I love you to death. Do we do a good job? Are you pie? Oh, I thought he was crying.
I didn't say that you are. It makes for
I was crying. He's cried 3 times. It's just this
I'm
one
not crying. You're crying.
I know. I'm so excited, and we're gonna get to play it together very soon. And we need to write a song together too. We gotta do that at some point.
Yes.
Maybe even if it's like I send you a voice call or something.
Perfect. There's someone that you work with. I've been telling you this for a while.
Tori.
Yes. The 3 of us need to get together in a room. I'll send you a song that we wrote about a month ago, but she's phenomenal. She's one of the best writers I've ever written with in town, and
I was so mad at her. She's on my PR team, which my PR team, they work with Martin Guitar, so that's why we're coming to you from the beautiful Martin Guitar room. But Tori is just this amazing person that is on my PR team, and for years, and all of a sudden, Kylie Frey was like, "You got to write with Tori." I'm like, "What Tori? Like my Tori?" Like, she's incredible. So then she put out her own stuff, and I was listening on Spotify, and I was just texting her. I was like, she's incredible.
she's incredible.
And I don't know how she day jobs, writes, puts out her own stuff. Like, she is so great. So we should definitely set that up. She's out of town this week, so we're mad at you, Tori, for that, but that's okay. But next time I'm here, we'll set it up.
We'll do it.
Because she'll just take off. She can just take off.
She's technically on the clock.
She's on the clock
with you.
Yeah, she's with me. Well, she does a million things. I don't know how she does it. But, thanks for being here with me today.
Thank you for having me. I've been waiting for your podcast for so long, and so I was so tickled when you texted.
Yay. Do we miss anything? Whatever. We got it.
If not, we'll do another one.
We should do part 2. Thanks so much. Next time I'll wear a hat.
I adore you.
It's just greasy hair day at the pod.